Fix it. Test, 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 test. All good? See once it comes through for Chris. There should be a little background music, not that much. Oh, well, there should be a little bit in the background. It's not a lot.
So, I was playing balloons like a couple weeks ago, trying to get us to affiliate, and something may have happened with settings. So bear with me.
I'll just keep saying test sentences in the hopes that I think they can at least hear me. So I'm gonna go ahead and start because time is of the essence. So this is our Thursday night live stream. Normally Connor would be over here to my left, but tonight I'm actually alone. And this is a rebuild instead of a new build. Most of the components are the same from a build we did back in 2018, the Racer's Edge. So we're reusing most of these components to kind of rebuild in a new spirit, a new case, new fans, a few new components, of course some new RGB to get this build going again. So this is the pit stop. So it uses the existing 8700K motherboard, RAM, cooler, graphics card, which is a 1080 Ti, as well as the existing power supply of 650 watt EVGA Corsair, EVGA SuperNOVA G2. And the new components we're using is a Corsair 5000D with some light loop 120s. I've got here, we have 9 of these bad boys that we'll be wiring in RGBs on. And that will, oh, we need some light. Yeah, I do look a little dark.
Yeah, you gotta turn the lights on.
This is what happened when Connor's not here. So, yeah, we'll be revitalizing this build as pit stop instead. So it'll be used for 1440p 144Hz gaming. By, I believe, a family member of the customer, actually. Yeah. So it'll be kind of given a new life as a new gaming PC. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I've done some prep as far as getting the old components out of the old case, and taking a little bit of stuff out of the new case. But pretty much, I'll just be reinstalling things as they were. and then installing the new fans and RGB, and probably spend about half the time on just light loop wiring because Corsair. So yeah, let's get going. Take some of these old fans out. And it looks like we have the audio fixed now, so that's good. It's like at least half of a live stream is audio.
We were building the first rig that we did in the office a while ago, but I remember the first half hour we didn't have audio and we didn't know it until we decided to check Facebook.
Oh man.
And it
That's rough.
was dead quiet.
Yeah.
Like the microphone, it was
So I assume that's why we always check the levels well now. I'm taking out some of these stock fans that comes in this 4000D. You'll see a little more of the case later, but this is basically the
5,000.
Did I say 4000? I was going to say this is kind of the big daddy of the 4000D, which we've used in a fair amount of our recent builds. We like that case a lot. So this is kind of the big brother. It's more of a, I believe this is a full tower. Would that be correct?
It's still a mid.
Really?
It says mid on the cardboard box.
It's got 7 PCIe slots. And it fits in.
It's a full tower. It's a mid tower.
Oh, maybe because it doesn't fit an EATX board, it doesn't have standoffs for it.
That.
Maybe. Question mark. We'll see.
Well, so the Mistify 2 fits EVGA.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
but this one does not.
Is the Mistify 2 listed as a full tower?
No, it's probably mid.
It's still not that tall.
I don't know what signifies a full tower. I mean, usually it's just bigger, but this is a pretty big case, so I guess it's whatever Corsair feels like doing that day.
So the Mistify 2 is still a mid tower.
Yeah.
What the heck is it?
Yeah, I think it's literally whatever they want to call it. Okay, whatever. So, go ahead and I'll try to scoot this over so you guys can see. I just gotta get going here.
This is when having a top cam would be great.
Yeah, but we would have been a lot of trouble to move it to a top cam and then move it back later, so you'll just have to bear with me while I install some of the stuff. Did we decide rad on the top, I'm guessing? Because it's a dual rad. No, we can, maybe. Hold on, I'll do a test fit.
I'm pretty sure the front is out.
The front is what?
Well, I mean, it doesn't that much.
I don't think the tubing is going to allow us to go to the side. No, it's not. So your options are front and top. I would advise top between those two.
Not sure if Brian's watching this.
Because if you do in the front, you're gonna have the tube run across the whole case.
If you're watching, what do you want to do?
And if Brian's not watching, then we will make an executive decision. Yeah, me too. It's that'd be the way to go. Get this board in here. Luckily, all the standoffs are pre-installed for ATX form factor. Open our hardware and get those out. Woo! Hey, they give you a right angle USB 3 adapter. That's kind of nice. I don't know if I've seen any cases come with that we've used. Okay, case screws. So Chris, let's talk about Intel CPUs. I've warned Chris this was coming. So for anyone who may not be aware, Intel just released their new Rocket Lake CPUs last week, this week, whenever, I think it was last week. So the main SKUs, I think they released like a dozen SKUs. The ones that anyone cares about is the 11900K, 11700K, And is it the 11400K Xi5?
I don't think it's available on PC Part Picker, so.
Maybe not.
11600K?
Maybe.
It is the 11600K.
Okay. I think I actually saw a review for the 11400.
Let's see if it's 400.
How's the Dust Bowl?
There's a 400?
Yeah.
No, so well, yes, but it's a non-K.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually like the most compelling value of the lineup, because the K designation from Intel is usually, as traditionally meant, it's unlocked and overclockable, given the proper motherboard support. But with turbo boost technologies coming like they have the past few years from both Intel and AMD, you can basically squeeze all the performance out of a non-K chip just by letting it turbo boost itself. So K has become definitely less important than it used to be. And this is Brian in the chat. By Dust Bowl, I'm gonna assume you're either talking about the old are you talking about the old case or the pollen pandemic? Well, that's kind of the pollen apocalypse that we were in, because that's the real Dust Bowl. Everything outside, including my car, is yellow. You know, Brian, I have seen a lot worse dust in a case, okay? Don't feel too bad. Now, those cases were also from like the 1980s, but you know. Oh no, Chris, I did the mortal sin.
What?
I didn't take the IO shield out of the old case. I thought it was built into this board because it has like a shroud, but it's not.
Is it with the board, right?
Yes.
Oh.
It's in the old case. I can see it.
I'll go get it.
Okay, thank you. I gotta take the board screws back out because I saw the shroud on this board IO and I was like, oh, it's built in.
No, it's not.
It's not.
The board is not that expensive.
This is just adding on to my slight annoyances with MSI as a company. I just want you all to know that.
That's what we've really stuck MSI since.
Yeah, because I threw a fit about their fan controller. Thank you. Is that how you treat Brian stuff, Chris?
It's like a 5 cents.
It's probably less than 5 cents. Yeah, that case was not that bad. When I worked at a PC repair shop, there were literally times we had to take computers out back next to the dumpsters, take the blowy vacuum that we had, and just like wear a mask and blow it out because it was that bad. And then sometimes there's also tar and stickiness from smoking, which makes it 10 times worse. So yeah, that was just what I'd call normal dust accumulation. Okay, so now we're gonna do what I tell people never to forget, which is install the IO shield. All the boards we spec usually have these included nowadays, I think.
Yeah.
All the Gigabyte boards have it built in to the board. So. All the high-end Asus boards.
A couple Astrocs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be 1 or 2 exceptions, but the normal boards we spec have it built in. Alright, so now I'm going to redo what I spent the last 10 minutes doing, which is put case screws into the motherboard. But before, I was saying about the Intel Rocket Lake CPUs. So Rocket Lake was originally intended, and it was up until about a year ago, I think, to be on the Intel's 10 nanometer FinFET process for transistors. But because of the constant delays and backporting of that, they actually took Rocket Lake and they made it on the 14 nanometer plus process. So it's kind of an oddball in that when you look at the 10th gen versus 11th gen charts, you wouldn't see as big an improvement as you would expect going generationally from Intel. And the reason is that the architecture was not designed for what it's being manufactured on. So it's really an oddball generation.
I think probably the best thing about Rocket Lake is that it supports PCIe Gen 4.
Yeah, but
Although a Comet Lake might have.
I can't say for sure. I don't know. The motherboards did because you can use this on previous gen motherboards. But yeah. Oh, Brian, this is what we were going to ask you. The AIO can either reach to the top of the case or the front. As far as aesthetics, I would recommend the top. It will not reach to those side mounts due to the tubing length.
Too short.
Too short, yes. I would recommend the top, but it is up to you. Let me know what you would like. Top is good. I will take that. Yeah, that's gonna be the best choice here.
We had said.
Yeah.
Big short.
Yeah. All right. So I've got the board in. I'm trying to decide if I want to do power supply next or if I want to do fans next.
Power supply.
Really? Okay. Actually, I'm going to install the AIO first. I'm going to completely disregard what I just
Coming
said.
out of nowhere, power supply or fans? Water cooler.
Water cooler, yes. I mean, it does make sense. So it's not flopping around there for the next half hour. All right, how do I want to do this? All right, so I'm going to have the fans on the inside of the case and then blowing air out the top in the AIO. So.
And that well, we've also done that quite a bit. I was wondering about the heat in the video card getting into the water cooler, but we've done it like that a lot, and it's fine.
Yeah, basically not really even a thing. You know, the AIO just has so much thermal mass, and the video cards nowadays are getting better at expelling their own heat instead of just swirling it around. So I'm gonna make sure this is gonna fit once I get that up there. Because we're putting 3 fans up top, and this is only a dual radiator, I just wanna check that the overhang won't block the third mount. I think we'll be good though. That's gonna be kind of tight. I'm not sure how much I like that.
This is gonna be a long stream.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Because we got 9 fans again. 9.
And who did that, Chris?
It was a combination of me and Brian.
Okay, I think I can make this work. I can make this work. The tubing will probably have to go towards the IO,
I would do, yep.
but it'll work.
Would
So it'll look like, let me see if I can tilt this up for you guys. I think that'll be our best option because this part that has the tubes will be too wide if it's on the opposite side and it'll block our third fan from going in.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put the tubes towards the back. I mean, it doesn't really affect anything at all, other than whatever you think looks better. Functioning is the top priority, though. Okay. So I'm gonna set this up. There goes the door. We'll take off our magnetic
Where
cover.
does it go?
Yeah, it's a well-greased door. What can I say? Did I save? Okay, I got the screws from the old build to install the rad with. So I'll pop that up here. Apologies for standing right now, but I kind of have to do this. I'll sit down a little bit so you can see my face. When I see your face, there's not a
smooth jazz that's currently playing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. I mean, it doesn't have to be fast-paced to be jazz. It can be kind of slow. Whoa, okay, let's get all 4 feet on the table there. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to take this back out and install the fans before I screw it all the way in. This is because of the unusual config with this case and using pre-used parts. It's going to be a bit of a trial and error sometimes. Alright, let's put this down here. Make sure we don't dent anything. Put some fans on it. These light loops come with their own rad fans? I think they do. Rad screws.
Probably.
Rad fans.
Does
Does the fan come with rad fans? Can you tell it's been a week, folks? It's been a week. Alright. And the answer to that would be no, they do not. So I'll use old ones. Off like that, so you install the wires like that. Alright.
I'd like to thank everyone who convinced me to move from YouTube and Facebook to Twitch. It's been a much better experience.
You're welcome.
It's getting a lot of flack from a lot of people. It was well-intended flack.
His employees included. Alright.
Took me long.
Yeah. It's how long? It's well over a year. Probably 2 years.
No, it hasn't been 2 years.
No?
Because we,
It was a while before I started.
well, I wasn't sure about Twitch. I don't
You don't use Twitch daily?
know.
I use it every day. Well, I don't. I mean, I'm a viewer on it every day at least. I've streamed a few times, but I'm not an expert.
Yeah, I think the last time I streamed was when I did ones.
I think I spend about $20 a month just on like subs to people. Plus my Twitch Prime sub.
I'm thinking about playing Red Dead 2 or Red Dead Redemption 2 on Twitch.
I'm surprised you didn't say The Witcher 3.
So that is a me. That is in my game.
Oh.
We don't want to be.
You don't want anyone else to know about it?
Don't want to be on camera.
Okay, fair enough.
But it would also be interesting to play a game on Twitch that I had never played.
That's true.
Because the problem with Witcher is, while I love it, I know exactly what's gonna happen, and like every.
You know all the controls and everything
I
too.
know every tree. I know every wolf.
Okay, I mean, I wouldn't admit that publicly, but okay.
I have 430 hours in that game.
Yeah. It might be the most on Steam.
So playing Red Dead 2 would be I started playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider like a week and a half ago. Super fun game.
Yeah, it's good. Pretty much, I've been playing mostly Overwatch recently, and I will not be playing that on my Twitch channel or anyone else's because I'd probably get banned. I tend to get a little heated during competitive play if I feel that some teammates are not contributing all they could be, so to speak. So yeah, I'll keep that personal as well. Almost done. Get this fan on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I really thought about these games to stream a whole.
I think it's something you'd have to get used to for sure. It's not normal to sit in a room and play video games and talk to yourself. Go. Pull those RGB and fan cables through. Alright, now we can mount the wrap on top. Screwdriver. Ah! One screw's all we need for that. Just kidding. I'll put more in.
Yeah, I'm super glad that we have the background.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. For sure. For sure, dear bud.
So we got a new. I've been talking with Mushkin and Intermax the past week or so. We have a new partnership of sorts with them, where I can get parts driven under MSRP for the first time.
Yeah. That's cool stuff.
You know, it's not like a 3080 on MSRP,
But if they start to make them, we'll hit them up.
but we can get RAM and
Power supplies,
SSD and
coolers.
power supplies and coolers under MSRP.
Yep. Intermax has been around for a pretty long while now.
Yeah.
They were definitely around when I was just
They,
getting into PCs.
They started on power supplies.
Yeah. They've been in the scene a
They've
long
been
time.
around for a while as well.
Yeah, they started off as mainly RAM, if I recall.
Yeah.
Mushkin Red Lines were cool. DDR2 back in the day.
So Intermax sent us the water cooler that is cooling our Thunderbird over there.
Yeah.
And Mushkin sent us a 4x16 pin D34 4000.
Cool stuff. 4,000 you said?
4000.
That's pretty quick.
CL18.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Some
So
quick
we
wham.
totally need 64 gigs of RAM to stream it.
No. No, you don't even
We don't even need what we have.
you don't even need 16 really if you're not playing a game. So plenty of wham.
We gotta find something to do with this Thunderbird.
I don't know.
That's not running Prime 95 every 5 minutes.
I mean that machine is idle like 99% of its life, so it'll take a little longer to line up this AIO just right so we can fit this other fan in here. So bear with me while I do that. Get the third fan out. Yep. Well, the power supplies are harder to test than coolers. Basically, does it turn on? Does it catch fire? No? Okay, it works. But yeah. You can't, now to be clear, you can test power supplies as far as like efficiency and voltage, voltage ripple, how many amps each rail is drawing, but that requires some pretty specialized equipment that we don't ourselves have here. But it can be done. Right. Do. Definitely gonna be a tight fit up top, but I'm gonna make it work. It's all in the interest of RGBs and cooling, but mainly RGB. It's gonna look great. You could probably wait a little bit longer. I'm not quite halfway. Oh, I guess we can do it multiple times.
We've been streaming for about half an hour.
Yeah, we're not halfway yet.
No. So this is the build. This is pit stop, a 1440p 144 hertz gaming computer. This is a build that we did. This is an upgrade of a build that we did in 2018 called the Racer Everything's fine. I don't know how, but it's fine. And we moved it into a case because the old case was rusty. Some new fans.
RGBs. Fans and case. And I think that's it as far as new stuff.
And fan controller. Yeah, I probably.
Oh yeah,
Pro.
Commander Pro,
Right.
which will be the controller for all the RGBness. Let me rotate this so we can see a little better.
So I have a mic. Shotgun mic is what I'm pulled from.
Yeah, Chris is kind of across the room, kind of yelling. So there's a progress so far. We've got at least an AIO installed. So next will be power supply time. So let me grab the let me grab the previous 650 watt G2 from EVGA.
Which is fine.
All the connectors. Oh yeah, very good power supply. We still spec these. We've got plenty of SATA harnesses. That's good. Go ahead and drop this back away, man.
You got the cables going the right way with
You mean the fans up top?
yeah.
Yeah. What do you think I am, an amateur? The answer is yes. I actually have to pop the hard drive cage out for a minute here to get this power supply in. And I'll pop it back in because we do have a 3.5-inch hard drive that will be installed here. Luckily, it looks like this comes up just like that.
I think this is one of the first times you all know Joe Car had one. But one of the very few times as of late that we use the hard drive.
Yeah, they're in the consumer space especially, they're slowly kind of fading away since the price of NAND-based storage SSDs, either SATA or NVMe, has come down so much that like
And
the price difference.
SATA SSD, we can get I can get a 500 gig SATA SSD for $50.
Yeah. And I think if you add another maybe $10 or $15 at max, you'll get a terabyte. Look for the cheapest 1 terabyte SATA SSD. I'm curious. Like literally sort by price. Oh yeah, just go to PC Power Picker and just pick the cheapest one. Not necessarily one we would spec, but I'm just curious. Gig. I said 1 terabyte.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
I was good.
Yeah, I think the base cost of just shipping anything will take up a lot of that cost.
So T4 Vulcan G 1 terabyte. Is 84.
Okay. That's for 1 terabyte, that's pretty good. It'll probably still saturate the SATA 3 bus. 6 gigabit per second, so it'll be like 500 megabytes a second.
Well, it's is it a TLC drive?
Might be.
Let's find out.
I don't know. Do they do TLC drives at Team?
Yeah.
I know Intel does.
So, Vulcan G SSD.
I should have done this before. So pop the rat out for a second.
They are not saying what the NAND is.
We'll assume it's TLC.
The vast majority of the new Vulcan drives are all TLC,
Yeah.
which is less of a problem than you might think.
point being, you can get SSDs so cheap now.
Yeah.
And they're better in pretty much every way, except for maybe max capacity.
Like, I just bought a 2 terabyte Gen 4 from Vulcan. I think I paid $267, and it's like a 4,000 meg drive.
Yeah, 4 gigabytes a second.
Yeah, the super fast one was like a 7 gig drive, and that the yeah, so the one that I bought is like a normal Gen 4 drive, not like a super fast one. The super fast one, 2 terabyte, was $457. It's a lot more, and I don't need 7 gigs a second.
So Chris, I have some bad news.
What?
This ninth fan is gonna have to go in the rear slots instead of the top. Between the CPU power and this rad, it just won't fit up in the top.
Is the rear fan, is it gonna interfere with the hose?
Nope, I'm going to swap it around and we'll be good. The only reason I had it going that way is because of this fan.
So I've seen builds with 5000D that have a full set of fans.
Right. If this was a 360 rad, it wouldn't be an issue at all. But because it's a 240, there's a little buffer, there's like extra length on each end, you know, for the channels. And between that and the CPU power, I can't scoot it each way.
That's right.
But it's not really a big deal. I'm just gonna have to flip these fan cables around because I did them correctly, but now they're going the other way. So, you know. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes I lose a lot more than I win. There we go. Yep. So we're what, 45 minutes in or something like that? 40?
43 and 46.
Okay, well like 3 of those were not me.
Yeah. 40 minutes in.
Alright, and I've installed the motherboard into the case and installed the power supply. Basically.
Connor, come back!
He was gonna be here, but he had a temporary emergency.
Yeah. Oh, so I got a story. So my brother, this maybe this morning, I can't remember. He said that at that time he did not need my help with the dog anymore, and that in theory build tomorrow. But I'm like, well, I've already scheduled a stream for today, so I can't really go and change it. Like it was kind of a bear.
Yeah.
And then like an hour and a half later, he was like, "Oh, no, I need you. I need you again." I'm like,
you know, there's dog boarding services in the area that he can use.
yeah.
Alright, got this fan. Got this fan flipped. So the cables will go the correct way towards the routing now. To be clear, they were correct the first time, but I just had to change planes. So here we are.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a good idea.
no, you can just like right click and like hide it. The source for that.
Can I do that while we're in
Yes.
stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hide Did you see?
Oh well, now you need to hide the border too. That's it's an image.
That.
Okay. Just making sure.
I don't know how to hide the whole thing.
It should just be like a GIF image or something as a source.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? You don't see it as a source in the scene?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I also remember the last time that I was messing with Adobe big screen that it didn't like
Go. Now, let's see. Now I want to install the rack for real this time. I was just joking last time. This is the real one. Okay. You go through here.
Luckily, after we get it installed, there's not a whole lot left. There's just a lot of fans
Yeah.
and wiring and a couple cables.
Yeah. A lot of
And,
things.
you know, a lot of fans left.
Once all the fans are in and wired, everything else is easy. But when you go Corsair Light Loop or any Corsair RGB with controllers and stuff, you really get into it. Because we're going to be using 2 of the RGB hubs, which will then plug into the Commander Pro for their control. So
This is like our fourth build this year with that many fans.
yeah, you and I are going to have a talk later, but it is. It is indeed. I don't mind normal, like if it's fan text, like non-RGB fans, fine. You know. Let's don't slip off the rail. Come here.
Somebody gets
Beautiful.
somebody to buy a 1,000 and get a full set of fans.
That's fine. I hope you enjoy building it.
Yeah, I can't figure out how to turn the frame off.
You should Google it.
I know it's still on. I don't want to Google it.
You should Google it.
No.
You should learn, Chris. This is how you learn.
Alert box.
If you turned off chat, you're getting close. Because it'll be something like that.
We don't want to turn the Andrew cam off.
No.
Alerts. That's.
Alright. Router is back installed. So now I'm going to throw that third fan from that side in the rear here. Now I get to sit for a few minutes. Hello. Let's see the camera again. I'll brush my back. I'm an old man. I actually didn't stand at my standing desk today because I knew I'd be standing doing this. I planned ahead. Alright. 2 screws.
Ever since I got my new desk, I stand for like the vast majority of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I can stand like, I'll do like an hour or 2 a day max.
No,
Because I also got an ergo chair 2 recently, or 3, I can't remember which one. But I really like that chair, it's very nice.
the first time that I had, well, that'd be the second time that I had a standing desk. I would stand like 5 to 6 hours a day at work.
Yeah.
And it was, it worked well. So, and then when my fiance told me to flip back with the controller, made a big difference.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Well, why'd you have to flip it over?
Because I was standing on it, because the way I had it, it was upside down. The logo was like on the carpet.
Right.
And I was standing, so
So you're using it upside down.
the mat was upside down. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that'll matter.
Yeah, so I turned it over a lot better.
You didn't read the manual.
I didn't want to read the manual, no.
You didn't read the manual for your mat. Okay. Those wires run through. So I think next I'm going to run some more of the power supply wires to where they're generally going to go. Actually, I'm going to install these drives first, of which we have a SATA SSD and a SATA hard drive.
Yep.
So I'm going to get those going. We need to take it off the old cases bracket for this SSD.
Just under an hour.
Woohoo! We're probably halfway done. Maybe. Actually,
6 viewers.
we're like 35%. Well, 40% done. How's that? It's just the Andrew and Chris show tonight. Let's squish this actually a little bit. Not knocking anything off. There we go. Woo. You okay? We should have ordered pizza tonight.
For the what?
We should have ordered pizza tonight.
Oh.
This would have been a good night to do it.
Well, considering that I can't eat pizza.
Well, I should have ordered. I actually had pizza 2 nights ago, which I had leftovers yesterday.
We have some. Well, we had spaghetti sauce, like meat sauce.
You know, some places have non-dairy cheese. Mod Pizza has it. What?
Okay, this says pizza sounds good.
Pizza does sound good. When I got Domino's earlier this week, I did that thing where it's like pick between these things for $5.99 each. I think I got a medium pizza with ground beef and mushroom, and then I got the chicken Alfredo pasta bowl. It was very delicious. I did not get the bread bowl because I didn't want all the bread carbs, but it was very, very good. Delicious. So free advertisement for Domino's to 6 people. Now Chris is gonna go home and Amanda's eating Domino's.
Nah. No, I just served up a Blaze.
What?
Blaze.
Blaze.
Blaze. So Blaze is a pizza chain.
Oh.
There's one in Northwest.
Okay.
They have
I think I've had their pizza before. It's alright. Yeah, it's kind of like a... I don't know if... yeah, I guess I'd call it wood-fired, I guess.
You can also get a keto pizza there.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll wreck ya. Yeah, I'm trying to get this hard drive cage in. I'm clearly struggling a little bit. What? It's very close to where all the power supply cables are. So it's kind of a pain. I have to like tuck them. And then just kind of feel around for the rails and hope I slide it in there right. So this might be loud for a minute, I apologize. Aha! Success! We'll screw that back in. Oh, I can't even reach that back screw. Maybe I can... Oh, if I can do that, it'd be so cheaty. No, I can't put a screwdriver through there. I hope Brian appreciates how hard it is to install this hard drive.
Should buy a new SSD.
Yeah, see the issue was I had to take the hard drive cage out to get the power supply in. And now the power supply cables are blocking trying to screw the hard drive cage back in. So it's like a catch-22, if you will. If I can just get that thumb screw going, it'll be golden. Aha! Wait for it. Oh yeah. Got it. Whew, I'm sweating. Alright, let's pop it out of the old tray here. Which does not use any screws, just toolless. Oh no, I lied, he put a screw in it because there's probably
So
one.
Brian, if you couldn't tell, this case is bigger than the last one. By a lot.
Yeah, I thought it was a full tower. But apparently they marketed it as a mid tower. I guess the height is what determines that the most, which it's like mid tower height, but it's a lot bigger inside.
The 750D, I know,
It's taller.
that is a full tower.
Yeah, well I had that on my desk literally in a dorm room, like a mad lad. With my water cooled 4790K and GTX 970.
That big ass case?
Yes, sitting on my dorm desk under my lofted bed. It barely fit, but it did fit.
I wonder what I would call my case. No, not my 11D. The wall case.
The wall case, I don't know.
The ISA case.
I would call it a unreasonable case. There's no other classification for it. It's just unreasonable. Just to be safe, I'm gonna stick 2 screws in the bottom of the drive here. This toolless sled could probably hold it alone just fine, but you know, vibrations and all. Hard drives. Is that right, Debbie? Right, Debbie. Let's try one of these small ones. I know I'm kind of blocked by the case right now, but I'll scooch it in a second. Let's be honest, you didn't come here to see me anyway. These tiny S60 screws. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe. What? Huh, guess not. Okay. So now, can slide that hard drive right in here. Maybe. Wait, how does... Okay. This side bracket should come out, right? For the fans. It's got screws. I tried to take it out earlier, but it was like hitting on something.
There's a booklet over there.
I'm not reading the manual. Yeah, it's like... What? It's like it has to go out vertically or something. Alright, fine. I think I had it pulled up earlier on here, actually. Let's push this out of the way. So you can literally watch a live stream of me reading a manual. Removing the side panels, removing the flat top bezel, got that. Remove the cable guide, got that. Remove that. Maybe you can't. It looks like it should come out. Huh. Alright then. This is perplexing. I'm trying to figure out how to get this out so I can install the hard drive.
I wonder if this is going to get close to how long transcend was.
Okay, Chris, you're not helping. Yeah, I can't. 'Cause I can't get the hard drive in with that there. Go side to side. Take the screw out. I hope. Oh. I don't understand this mechanism. Let's read the manual again. See if I missed it. Installing SSDs. What are we talking? No, that's okay. Plan B here. Just gonna move the hard drive cage over. unscrew the drive cage and install the drive, and reinstall the drive cage. Because reasons. One screw. Cram my hand in there, get the other screw. I'm sure this is just exhilarating to watch. Me just crushing my hand to get this drive installed. How do I do this first time? That looks like that. I feel like I'm giving a cow an exam. There we go. All right, beautiful. Now we have a hard drive installed. Okay, so while I'm back here, I'm gonna take out the case included fan controller because we won't actually be using that. So, no reason to leave it in here. All right. That's out. I'm gonna run some of these front panel connectors next. So, does this motherboard have front USB-C? I'm guessing no. Yep, that's a no. All right, so Brian, if you want to use the front USB-C port, sorry. But this case does include a right angle adapter for USB 3 to make it look cleaner. So we can use that. Oh wait, this board already has right angle USB 3. All right. Well. Nope. I'll take our HD audio and go plug that in. The motherboard as well, usually in the bottom left. I'll rotate this. There we go. Better already. Put that down here. Match up the missing pin. This board has a lot of fan headers. It's got like 5 or 6 fan headers.
Wow.
I know, it's impressive. Right. We will grab these front switch and LED connectors. Plug them in. I think I got all of them. There's a panel down here. Oh, really? Does it not have a guide on the board for what these go to? Oh, no, it does. It's just a different location. Okay, so power switch. This is the second block. Reset switch is below power switch. And I think we've got some power LEDs. Yep. So positive to the left and ground is to the right. There we go. All right. Next, I'm going to I'll go ahead and run power to to the drives and SATA to the drives before I do more RGB stuff, because I'm putting it off as long as humanly possible.
Fair?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Yeah, the last build had white fans. They were not RGB, they were white.
Yep.
Super easy to build.
Yeah. Literally half the cables. But this one is going. Run that SATA through, and then I'll grab one for the hard drive too. And run her through. Run that through the front. Then I'll grab one of the SATA power harnesses, of which we have 2, and plug that into the drives.
And this is the older gen water cooler that I don't think it requires SATA power.
I believe you're correct. We'll just need SATA power for the drives and for our Commander Pro.
Right.
So, luckily we already have 2 harnesses, so should be fine. There's a one. What's my time at, Chris?
110.
Okay, remind me not to ask again. Oh, man. It doesn't look like we're making a ton of progress, but I assure you we are. We're very slowly getting there. Well,
So
GTC? Yeah.
is coming up next week.
What is GTC, Chris?
GTC is NVIDIA's big conference.
Yep.
Graphics Technology Conference, maybe.
Something like that.
Probably graphics.
I mean, that sounds right to me.
But I'm expecting, me and several other people are expecting the new quadros to come out. In particular the A5000, maybe the A4000, not sure yet. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But so the A5000 is basically a slightly boosted 3080 with 24 gig of VRAM. Most likely, that should cost you around $2,000.
Yep.
Which, considering what 3080s are going for right now,
that's like about what you pay for 3080.
and you're getting much more RAM. I think you're getting one more SM.
Probably.
Depending what they actually, if it comes out, and what they do with the chip. This is mostly speculation.
Yeah.
But one of the big gains that you get with the A5000 is that it supports the with the 3080.
Yep.
Big gain.
And on the Quadro, well, is it technically? It's not technically a Quadro, right?
What do you mean?
Because they don't call it a Quadro. They just call it NVIDIA RTX, whatever.
Well, I mean, functionally. It's
Functionally,
a
it is, yes.
well, functionally,
But
it's not called
as a workstation professional series card, you'll get memory pooling,
yeah.
so you can NVLink 2 of them and get double the video memory available.
So you can have, so like how you would have 96 gig with a 6000.
Right.
You would get 48 gigs with a pair of A5000.
Yep.
So for about $500 more than you would probably pay for a 3090 right now, you would get, you would actually
Yeah.
Era of A5000.
And supported applications.
Right.
Yeah.
So, which is why I'm super excited about it. And then the 4000, I don't expect it to support it really, mainly because the RTX was a single slot card.
Yeah.
It didn't have the on it. So that should be fast. I don't know what the VRAM is. It might be 8. I would expect it to be more like a 16.
I would expect it to be at least 12 or 16.
Yeah, because then that would be better with the AMD operating,
Right.
which we don't know anything yet. But those would be nice to get in this broad GeForce.
And this will. I guess we'll have the side fans as exhaust too, eh?
What?
We'll have the front as intakes and the side and top as exhaust. I think that'll make the most sense visually at least.
The other thing is front and side all its intake.
We can, I'm just, yeah, I think you're right. But you won't see the light loops like at all on the side.
Yeah, you will.
If it's intake,
Ring, no.
yeah.
Maybe it won't. Brian, what do you want to do?
I think airflow wise, it should probably be an intake.
That would
But you,
would shove all of the intake through a filter, which is good.
yeah, but if you have exhaust on the side, it'll be exhausting the air you just drew in through the front, so.
Which would kind of maybe starve the water cooler.
Not really, it would just, like, the general case ambient temperature.
Would be high. So why don't we do intake? Intake on the front and side.
Yeah, I'm just... Okay, yeah, I think we need to do that, for sure. Alright. Let's get these puppies installed. Put some fan screws. I'll use the ones that came with the fan. I turn this so I can actually sit down while I'm doing it. I wonder if Connor will watch this stream later and just shake his head. Probably not. What cable is this? Oh. I was gonna start talking about food again, but that'll just make me hungrier. I'm not gonna do that now.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of news. We've already kind of through all of these.
Yeah, you know, not a ton going on. We could talk about the projected 5th gen Threadrippers. But it's basically just a guess at a release date. So traditionally, Threadripper has been released after the Epic server chips for that series. Because they're based on, they actually use the same silicon die. It's a little bit of tweaking and mostly just like software and the firmwares that differentiate the two. Because Threadripper, obviously more of a enthusiast / workstation solution as opposed to a server for Epic. So Threadripper can boost up higher, can be overclocked more freely. But it has less PCI Express lanes, less max memory and memory channels.
What? How many RAM channels are on Epic? Because Threadripper Pro has 8.
I think it's the same on Epic as Pro. As non-Pro Threadripper, is 4, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, but Threadripper Pro is kind of the halfway point between Threadripper and Epic.
Well, I don't know about halfway. It's pretty darn close to Epic.
It's what?
It's pretty darn close to Epic.
Yeah, but it can still like boost up fully, like Ryzen chips. Epic chips are really designed to run like 24/7, 365 in a server, so they don't mess with boosting or overclocking because they're meant to be reliable, not to necessarily even be as performant as they maybe could be. I just knocked this whole rubber grommet out of here because it's annoying.
So the 64 Pro has a 4.2 boost. A single core.
Yeah.
Admirable.
It is.
No idea what the alpha is.
Probably mid 3s. Yeah, this is mildly irritating. This entire rubber grommet just kind of popped out when I was running cables through it.
Can't see.
I know, but I'm just gonna try to fix it because it's can't. Just go in, go to your home. I want you go to your home. Wow, this is super aggravating. I got one side in. Okay, Grandma's back in. This is running the struggle bus right now. Okay, 3.0 connection. Woo! With sweating. What was I doing? I was installing fans. Jeez. A completely uneducated guess would say somewhere in the neighborhood of 3.5, maybe 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, something like that.
Mainly because almost all of the pistons that were on the 20 were supposed to have the best cooler.
Right.
It works, definitely.
So I've taken out the Corsair accessory plate here on the back, which I will tape the Commander Pro and I'll talk in a few minutes. So I install this fan here and then the front. A what? I'm doing my best. I'm only one man. It's just a lot of like a lot of positioning. Oh yeah, yeah. I've heard that story. It's rough. I've heard it many times. You were streaming it and then you had to like give up for the night and continue. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotcha. I can do you one better. The first time I ever built a computer, I killed a motherboard. So I was a sophomore in high school, and I had a pretty tight budget, obviously, because I had like no income. And one of the easiest things to cut budget on is the case. And this was my first time building a computer. I was not really aware of motherboard standoffs and their function. And being that I had bought a cheap case, it did not have standoffs pre-installed. So naturally, I just screwed the motherboard straight into the case, which promptly shorted out the board and killed it. So, that's what I did. Lessons learned. You know?
I'm wondering if I should get another mic for myself, because sometimes I don't come through that well on the shotgun.
Use a webcam mic. During a normal build, you won't be talking that much.
Right.
So the sound quality isn't like terribly important.
Never mind,
Another mic like this one would be pretty expensive.
that wasn't that expensive.
Like, I would guess a little under 100.
What was it? I feel like I picked some before. What do you have? Is this a 2020?
Behringer. Isn't that a wine brand?
It is a wine brand, yes.
Behringer Main and Vine or something like that. Try to rotate this back. I keep like shifting that way and I keep leaving the camera frame. Although the only thing to see is me screwing in fans, which is not terribly interesting. I want to shift these so they're in the right holes.
So the DAC was $39.
That's not bad.
The XLR cable was $7. And the mic
Chris is an Amazon addict. I'm trying not to be. It's hard. Some days you just want to go on and look for something to buy.
So I searched MIC on Amazon in my order trying to find the light.
Uh-huh.
What do you think pops up all the time?
MIC?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's something we buy a lot of for Top Flight.
Yeah.
MIC. Micron? Memory?
Microsoft Windows 10.
Oh, okay.
One of Windows 10 buys.
That makes sense. I was like, microphone, micron.
Our microphone was $135.
For the shotgun mic?
Yeah.
Okay.
So all said, we were under 200 between the DAC and the mic.
Right. Okay.
So.
Alright, I'm going to crack open the last box of light loop fans, install them. And we'll be wiring more things together, hopefully. And we'll be out of here in under 3 hours total. Yay!
How long my new build
Was it just you doing? No, your new build, it was 2 of you, right?
That was me and Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's an unfair advantage.
And I hadn't built the computer in like.
Was that water cooled?
It had a water cooler on it. Yeah.
An AIO though, not custom.
No, I've never had it. Channel was reviewed to. Was that only an hour and 45? I could have sworn it was so much longer.
I mean, if it was 2 of you, that's pretty. It's not short.
That is a very long road if it was the 2 of us. So, Spire was that little build, Connor's VR computer.
Yeah.
That was an hour and 41.
Okay, at least half an hour that was trying to install that stupid 212 Evo.
What? No, that had
Did I have an AIO?
a water cooler.
Oh, I guess it was just the small case.
It was a very small case. Yeah.
Your belt there. Do it. Is it just me, or do you smell like restaurant food coming in the vents? No, because when I like leave here, I can smell. I think there's a pizza place nearby. I don't think it's Jimmy John's. It was over 2 hours, right? Oh. Well, we're here to break records tonight.
So it was longer than my build by 14 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's right. Sudden Storm is the longest one at 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
How is it 2 hours?
I'm guessing we had some sort of issue on it.
Well, there was 10 RGB fans and a bunch of SATA wiring.
Did it post first try? Huh. Well then. Don't new.
Connor only
Uh-huh.
doing 7 RGB fans, 2 video cards, and a mesh pod.
I would call that pretty close to what I'm doing now, because I have 2 more fans, but I have 1 less video card.
Yeah.
But also, he had to install CPU and RAM, and probably an SSD. But I had to install two regular drives, not NVMe.
You had a whole lot going on.
It's easier to install NVMe than it is 3.5 inch.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna call it about even level of difficulty with that one.
Sure.
So we'll see if I can beat him.
Trevor had a 360, only 2 NVMe, 2 water-cooled video cards.
Okay. That was a pretty thick build.
Yeah.
I swear I smell like pizza or something. Do you not smell that? It's definitely coming in from the restaurant down there.
Maybe.
It smells so good.
Yeah.
This, after this, just one more fan screw. We'll be off to the races. Just cooked the pizza. Can I get some of that? Like, wait, what toppings did you put on it? It better not have pineapple on it.
What?
A guy in chat said he just cooked a pizza.
Oh.
I'm trying to cop some pizza over here. Okay, all the fans are installed. So next we will be starting the process of RGB connections and fan connections. I'm gonna fix that later. I don't want to do it right now. Okay, let's open our Commander Pro. Do quick more next time. I still want to know what the toppings are though. Now it smells like a Philly cheesesteak. Go. Let's throw some of these empty boxes out of the way for the time being. Let's clean up the workstation a little bit. Alright. Get our Commander Pro out. We'll be using both of the lighting channels tonight. We have 9 fans.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Heck yeah. Alright. Let's put our 3M tape. Chris, what are your okay, let's say you could eat pizza as normal. What are your go-to toppings?
Sausage, onion.
Like Italian sausage, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Um,
Wait, like raw, like red onion?
yeah. You asked.
Okay, yeah, I'm just judging you. You can keep talking.
That seems like a pretty normal sausage, onion. I don't know. I really eat pizza, so.
Yeah. I mean, it could be worse, I guess. Alright, there's one RGB hub stuck on there. We're gonna need a second one from here.
I would be really bummed out if I was
You had celiac disease. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna have a lot of things. Alright, I'm gonna turn this puppy around, install this Commander Pro. And, oh, that came up. That actually helps a lot. But you won't be able to see this quite yet, but I'll turn it around once time. the USB for that down there so I don't forget to plug it in later. Yeah, this is getting to be a mess of cables, Chris. Now that all the RGB stuff is installed. Yep. Doggies. I'm not doing a new OS on this, right?
No.
Okay, sounds good. Another state of power for another RGB hub. Yep. And then the third state of power for the second RGB hub. Beautiful. Gonna kind of tuck that over here. So now I'm going to pull all the RGB connectors to the same general area and start hooking them into the Commander Pro and our RGB hubs. Grab their zip tie. Cables out of the way. It's always possible. Yep. Yeah.
This is a i7-87K existing. Most of it is existing. So it's an A700K, an H100i, an MSI Z370 SLI Plus, a 15 T4 gig DDR4 3000, a Samsung 860 500 gig, a WD Black 1 terabyte, an EVGA GX 1080 LED boiling, an EVGA SuperNOVA G650, a Corsair 5000 Airflow Black, 9 Corsair L120 fans,
Yup.
a Corsair Commander Pro, and the lighting no pros that come with it.
Yep.
So it should definitely be able to last like anywhere from 2 to 4 years potentially.
Steel doesn't generally fail. Okay, I've got the first 6 RGBs plugged in. Now for the... I'm trying to decide. I have to decide what order the RGB will go in. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's swap these two. Because with Corsair RGB stuff, you can actually set up what order everything kind of lights up in for those special effects and stuff they have. So I want to make sure I get a good order going. So the effects look nice. Fan 1, 2, and our rear fan will be 3. For a total of 9 RGB fans. Okay. Now I should probably also worry about the fan connections themselves to turn the blades. I'll plug all those in. Oh, this is this is gonna be some wiring. I'll tell you what. Oh, nice. Who will it be? And the 2 top fans will actually be have their fan blades controlled by the cooler itself. So those don't need a plug. I believe I'll have 1 fan that needs to plug in for its power to the motherboard. That'll be good. Okay. There's all that. Get that guy down there, deal with him later. I'm not even going to show you this right now because it is incredibly offensive. All these wires just kind of hanging out right now. Like in front of fans and just every which way. So, but we'll deal with it here in a minute.
There's no way that it's gonna overheat.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. No matter how much dust you get.
Now with 6 intake fans.
That's gonna be kind of a trick to keep the fan cables out of the fan blades at the back here. I think I'm gonna have to run them at the bottom. Where are those side cutters I had earlier? There. Okay, zip tie.
Pretty close to the 2-hour mark.
Yeah. Yep. I wish I could say we're almost. I mean, theoretically, you could almost, once I install a video card and plug in power, you could almost turn it on, but the cables are no better.
Yeah, we used to do that on the
Yeah. We can do it once more for old time's sake. Yeah. This, where these side fans are makes this kind of particularly hard, but I think I've got a good system right now. Maybe. You ever think we should get a zip tie sponsor?
Why?
Well, I'm using a lot of zip ties.
They're so cheap.
I know. We could get some really high quality ones. I don't know what that would look like, but
That would be such a wasted plastic.
like gold, no, like gold plated metal zip ties.
Right.
Oh man, this is. Okay, there we go. All right. More cable management if needed. Like I'm just gonna turn this for a second here and show you like what we're gonna. I'm gonna have to undo this whenever we go somewhere else. I'll show you what I'm dealing with here. So as you can see, there's a lot of wires, and you have to run these front ones so that they won't clip into these fans.
So, have possibly in the interest of time.
Yes.
Because I'd like to maybe be able to get some pizza before it goes
Yeah.
through the night.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna start plugging stuff into the board, and we might have to worry about this cable management at a time that it's not tonight, because it's gonna take a lot longer. Let's just start plugging stuff in now.
Let's get everything to go up and fire up.
I think that's a good idea.